Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Brian Altato. I'm back with Allison Rapp on hour 45 of the Brian and Allie show. We are still doing this. More Nintendo stuff to talk about. This time, look at this little adorable man. We're talking about Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yes.
I want you to get a good little shot of how beautiful this guy is. He's so cute.
Do you ever feel like you're on an infomercial? Like
right now I do.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of infomercials, do they want to steal the product they're showing? Because this is going to end up in my pocket. All right, so Yoshi's Woolly World, it's a Wii U game.
Yeah.
It's entirely made by one grandmother who knitted.
Is it your grandma?
It's my grandmother. She knitted the entire game herself.
Wow. That's impressive.
We're gonna actually check it out right now, and I'm going to play.
Yeah, I'm making him play.
I'm gonna play.
This wasn't in the original plan, but then I was like, "Be right, you got my back."
What kind of animal is a Yoshi?
He is a Yoshi, actually. So this is a fun question to answer. Yoshi is a Yoshi, but then all other Yoshis are also Yoshi. So there's Yoshi the Yoshi, and then there's all the other Yoshis as well.
Is it kind of like Yoda, where it doesn't actually have a species name?
No, it's Yoshi. Okay. He's a Yoshi.
This is so confusing. Okay, so how did this game come together? Like, was somebody sitting around with just like a craft box and
you know, they talked about it in the digital event actually.
Yeah.
There was that rad lady, and I can't remember her name, but she was talking about how she like knitted up a Yoshi. And they were like, whoa, that's sick. Let's make a game.
Let's give her her own video game.
Yeah. So definitely, if you're interested in how, where the kind of idea for Yoshi's Woolly World came about, watch that portion of the digital event. Because, yeah, they've got one of the devs in there, and she is super cool. And she's got, like, an army of yarn Yoshis in front of her.
I keep getting eaten, by the way. That's me.
Who are you getting eaten by?
I'm getting eaten by everyone.
Oh, Sarah saved you.
This is a competitive eating game.
Yeah.
So
that's exactly what this is.
This entire game is adorable. Is the word I would use to describe it.
Yeah.
It's got a very sort of like handcrafted feel to it.
So she ate you.
She ate me. I know. I'm just gonna let her.
Is she gonna die? Sarah, don't die.
I'm just gonna hang out in her stomach for a little while.
So there's a Wonder Wool up there. See that thing kind of bouncing at the top of the screen? There you go. Wonder Wool give you different Yoshi patterns when you collect enough of them. And so that's one way to change the look of your Yoshi. Another way is with Amiibo.
Yeah.
So we've got the Fox McCloud Amiibo here as well. So what you can do is you can tap in your Amiibo, and you get a pattern of a different character. So we've also got like Mario, Samus.
And can you do that at any time?
Anytime. Yeah, you could just be like, I'm feeling Mario, and tap it in, or if you're feeling particularly Samus. Oh, so there's the yarn butterfly. Follow the yarn butterfly. So sometimes when you're running around, you'll notice that there's like a loose thread or a loose string or whatever.
Yeah.
And you pull it, you lick it, and you chase this little yarn butterfly that floats away, and it leads you to like an extra collectible or something. Because there's tons in the game. Like there's the smiley flowers, which are returning from other Yoshi games.
Yep.
There's also the beads, which you're collecting. And the beads, actually, Sarah, can we see the start menu for a second? So the beads help you buy what are called power badges. And power badges, there's things like you can get Poochie. You can make all yarn balls big, which it looks like Sarah just did. And that big yarn balls hit up to 3 times. Now so it can kind of like bounce off of stuff and hit up to 3 objects.
What kind of animal species is Poochie? Hard-hitting video game journalism here at IGN today.
I'm just going to say Poochie's Poochie.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a really good answer for everything. Just say the name of it and laugh at me. That's perfect.
Right.
So these character skins, there's a ton of them in this game, right? That you can actually unlock by using Amiibo.
Yeah.
Are there any that you can get just through sort of regular gameplay?
Yeah, so Wonder Wool are the other patterns that aren't Amiibo specific. So if you don't have any Amiibo, you still can get cool colored Yoshis.
I actually don't have that problem. I have every Amiibo.
I thought that was your cousin.
Damn it. You know what?
Snap.
I'm not afraid to admit that I'm a grown man that enjoys collecting tiny
toys.
Plastic action figures and toys.
Yeah, figures.
Figurines.
So with the yarn Yoshi that you've got over there, what you do with that is when you're playing in single player, if you tap the yarn Yoshi, you can get what's called double Yoshi.
Yep.
So if you don't have any friends, or if your friends aren't around.
Wow. What a sad scenario you've created.
Okay, so if I don't have any friends, right, because I'm beating myself up on these shows.
I might know somebody that doesn't have any friends either.
Right, yeah.
My cousin.
Or, if your friends aren't around, your cousin with all his Amiibo.
Yep.
You can use what's called Double Yoshi, and it functions kind of like multiplayer, but it's an AI that you're basically controlling at the same time you control your own Yoshi. So they flutter jump at the same time, they gobble at the same time. So in some ways, Double Yoshi makes the game a little bit simpler because, wow, I've got 2 Yoshis. If one dies, I'm still here. But in another way, it makes it much harder, right? Because, wow, I have 2 Yoshis to control.
So now these giant yarn balls, what are these doing?
You can hit up to 3 things. So they'll bounce off of stuff. You have to aim it in a good. You have to aim it well.
I aim it cool and well.
You have to be good at this game. No.
Yeah.
There's also Mellow mode, which is kind of something that we brought up in Yoshi's New Island, but it's a little bit different. So what Mellow mode is it's this mode you can select at any time. Say that you're having trouble with a stage, which is never going to happen to you, right?
No, not even once. Because I have all those friends.
Right. If you're grabbing all the collectibles in the game, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's like the Wonder Wool, there's the beads, there's the smiley flowers, all kinds of stuff. If you're getting all the collectibles and say there's a collectible that's just really hard in a really hard stage, you can turn on Mellow mode, which is kind of like infinite flutter jump.
Yep.
It's totally optional, so if you're one of those people who's like, don't insult my gamer pride, like you don't have to use Mellow mode.
In that exact, very aggressive voice.
Right, yeah, that's how it happens.
Leave me alone, Mom. I'm playing the Yoshi Wool game.
Did you pick my soda?
So I'm going to ask you an insane question that I would love to hear you answer.
Yeah.
Please explain the story of this game to me. What is the plot? Yeah, that's right. Hard-hitting video game journalism here at IGN E3 2015.
We are, well, you could always write about it on your DeviantArt. Your Yoshi's Woolly World fan art. Actually, I'm super psyched to see fan art for this game. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Or like actual handicraft stuff.
See,
That'd be super rad.
You say that, and then people really make fan art, and you're like, I never want to see that again. So.
Maybe I don't want to see that fan art.
You probably
Is that
don't
the kind of fan art you draw?
No, I don't draw fan art. I make everything out of yarn, just like Yoshi's Woolly World.
Oh yeah, see, you hit multiple things with that, or maybe that was Sarah.
That wasn't me.
Oh,
okay,
was it?
there we go.
There? Oh, and did you see that little?
Yeah, it was a little sample, a little Miiverse
so
stamp?
those are stamp patches, and when you collect enough stamp patches, you unlock Miiverse stamps. So that's another collectible in the game. So there are a ton, and actually, I noticed when I was playing
You're killing me, Sarah.
Oh man. That stamp patches are kind of like red coins in the other Yoshi games, like Yoshi's Island, where you're running along and you're collecting beads or coins as they were in the Yoshi's Island games, and every so often, randomly, a bead might be actually a red coin, but in this case, it's a stamp patch.
Oh, cool.
So the stamp patches aren't just like hanging around like the smiley flowers are. You kind of have to look a little bit deeper for them.
So we haven't been good enough to get to one yet because I'm terrible today.
The stamp patches?
But what do the boss fights work like in this game?
Are we showing some of those off in Treehouse Live? We might be.
Why don't you just pretend that everything's legal and then you can tell me everything?
No, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. No, I've played like maybe, how many stages have I played? I've played a fair few.
Okay.
But for some reason, they keep hiding the bosses from me.
I think
they know I'm really bad at this game or something.
You have to fight the grandmother that made this game.
Actually, the grandma, I don't know. Your grandma? I don't want to fight your grandma.
No, my grandmother is a 91-year-old Italian woman. She's not fighting anybody. She's fighting time.
This is getting sad, man. This is getting
I love you, Grandma, if you're watching the stream. Stay tuned to IGN.
Okay. So I'm going to save you right now and talk about the game's difficulty level.
Thank you so much. I needed to get rescued there.
So you mentioned the bosses. So Yoshi games, like the core of Yoshi games is really all about there's no time limit, and they do that on purpose, and that's because there's so much to find.
Sarah keeps killing me. It's really hard to do this when you.
So there's no time limit, and there's so much to explore and to collect that they want you to just try out every corner of every stage.
Yeah.
Now, what's also really great about Yoshi games is there's stuff like Mellow mode, which means that if you're really not super awesome at platformers, like I wasn't for a long time, Mellow mode's there to help you enjoy the experience and still, see the really huge cuteness of Yoshi's Woolly World. But I will say that the game, if you are looking for a challenge, you will find it. whether that means just playing through the game in general or trying to get all the collectibles, I promise you that it's not going to be a walk in the park.
So even though this looks cutesy and there's infinite time
Right.
limit and there's adorable little stuffed animals to
Right.
play with, it's actually pretty challenging.
Right. I mean, think about like a lot of kind of Nintendo platformers, right? Like
Yep.
Super Mario 3D World, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Like,
Yep.
if you, well, maybe not that one. That one's just hard.
That one's just hard.
That one's just hard. But if you want to just enjoy yourself and experience the world and have fun, that is totally doable. And if you want to like cry yourself to sleep or like yell at your, your siblings or your spouse, why did you do that? Like you're doing to Sarah right now. That is also going to be in there, and you're going to have a blast. So we're actually going to try one of the harder stages next.
Is there a difficulty setting between have fun and cry yourself to sleep? Those are very extremes. So I like how we're getting a little like perspective change when you're
Isn't that
coming
cute?
in the side.
You can also not randomly, but sometimes changes into different like forms. Like you've got when he starts to speed up, like you see his little wheels.
Yep.
And then when you do his ground pound, he turns into like a cute little hammer.
So we've seen in some of the other Yoshi games there are like little vehicle touches like that.
Yeah.
So is that something that's coming
Yeah,
back
there's
here?
transformations. There's 6 transformations. There is Mole Yoshi. There's Moto Yoshi, which can like beep his little motorcycle horn and the Shy Guys run away.
He's a little motorcycle
He's
Yoshi?
a little motorcycle Yoshi.
That's adorable.
I know. There's Mermaid Yoshi, Sky Pop Yoshi.
Okay, so what's going on here? This is really cool. These platforms don't exist until the shadow's there.
Correct. Yeah. So this stage
Is that-
gets
what-
really hard, especially if you're looking for all the collectibles.
And what is this tapestry that's being? Is that toilet paper?
I'll let you think that. I don't have purple toilet paper, and my toilet paper isn't like scratchy like that. So I don't know what kind of toilet paper you're buying.
I go to the worst toilet paper store. Who are these little guys? These little heart friends.
Oh, so those are or they were kind of in the previous Yoshi's Island games. It's basically your health. So when you have like a full circle, that means you have a lot of health, and when you have like no hearts, that means you are toast.
Sarah, you're getting close to killing me here.
Do you see how they like shiver if you leave them alone?
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Are they cold?
No, they're scared.
Oh, they're scared.
It's ghosties and stuff.
Oh, it's a ghost world. I thought
Yeah.
I thought Yoshi was like really just cold and freezing.
I wouldn't be if I was made out of yarn.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you're wearing a sweater constantly.
Including on your face.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be really itchy and uncomfortable.
Yeah. Wool face. It's like sick, scary monster name.
Yeah.
Wool face. Oh, you got a stamp patch. 3 out of 20.
I did. I'm gonna rub it
That's
in
a lot of
everyone's
stamp
faces.
patches.
I know. Well, you know why? Because I'm amazing at video games. I'm about
Get
to
that
die.
wing cloud. I also really like that you see the enemy is like this happy little cloud when the tapestry isn't there, but when the tapestry is, it's like a chomp your face.
So that was cool. We did a little assist move there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I got her up top, and she got all the cool
Yeah,
bonus
that's actually
items.
a really cool part of multiplayer is that say that you're out of yarn balls, or say that I don't know, you're just like having trouble getting up to a certain area. You can help each other out. You can swallow or you can gobble up the other player, throw them out onto a ledge, throw them across somewhere.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. There's really no way to explain that sounds good.
Gobbling.
Like I was almost like, Sarah, get in my mouth. There's just no way you just can't really. You just have to just power through it.
Yeah, you just have to roll with it. Yeah. Yeah.
This is very dangerous right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's awesome.
Who are these
I love
guys?
this stage. Those look. I don't know their names, but they're creepy. Oh,
Nope,
get those.
nope.
Oh no. Oh, so you got the winged egg.
So this
That's
is kind of
awesome.
like the bubble in New Super
The bubble.
Mario
Yep.
Bros.
Another thing you can do with multiplayer is say that you are really good at video games, like you say that you are.
Say hypothetically.
Yeah. Or maybe that's your cousin we're talking about. Say that you're really good at games, or you're really confident, or you want a challenge.
Yep.
But you're playing with someone who's like, I'm not really super into platformers, or I'm not as confident as you are. What you could do is you could still play with them in normal mode, but like say that there's like a gap, swallow them up, carry them across as a yarn ball, and then let them go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we died a lot, and we found some nice strings and various wools
You did good.
and assorted things. When
Why
is
do
this
I
game
keep
out?
talking to you like you're
like
a child?
I'm a baby. Because that's the way this goes. So when
job.
can we play this? When can I play this?
This fall.
This fall. What day? Give me that at least. No?
Are we talking about that?
Can I keep
Are
this? What about this? Can I keep this little man right here?
No, it's coming in October though. So. I'll give you that.
You're really mean.
Okay, so here's the thing: is you're like, what October? But it's gonna be super, super worth your wait. I promise.
Good, and I'm going to steal this. I don't
No,
care
you're
what you say. Damn it. I'm Brian Altano. This is Allison Rapp. We played Yoshi's Woolly World. We've been playing video games all week long here at IGN, so don't move.